The dimensions of this desolate tract are unknown to all but the inhabitants. Only one path will bring you to the end game.
All right. We're going to do the same we've been doing so far. I've replayed this so many times for so many reasons. Once again, my reactions may become inauthentic. Hold on. If I pierce it with the blade... But I can't keep the blade within. After all, I do retrieve it. Unless additional blades spawn. Right? Do they have a blade sticking out of them? They don't, right? Somehow I got the impression that there was a Volpo blade sticking out of this little fiend, but I was mistaken. They get pain stunned a brief bit. Oh, a mistake has been made. I could just kill him with a card, you know. Oh, come on now. Oh, now that's a shameful display on my part. I haven't played this game in a while. But on the bright side, look at him fall into lava. On the bright side, I have discovered that originally the cutscenes were all messed up, which presumably you will have never noticed, since Future Vestinia will go and fix them all, won't you, Future Vestin? I have a great degree of faith in you. You're a good guy. You wouldn't let the non-existent audience have an inferior experience.
The Jabberwock's eye staff is incomparably powerful, but its individual pieces are worth less than the carcass of a gnat.
Ah, yes, yes. The parts it's made from cannot be used. For you see, the whole is more than just the sum of its parts. Every individual piece of this staff of the Jabberwock is just a piece. It's useless in that form. It only is important and valuable insofar as it grants you the ability to reconstruct the Jabberwock's eye staff. Presumably a powerful weapon. The Jabberwock's lair is to the left. The Cave of the Oracle, which has just been unlocked, is through here. That's where we shall head. Momentarily, there are other places I can explore. The Pale Realm over there, or the Majestic Maze. And over here, on our way to the Oracle, there is a terrifying monster unleashing freezing chains upon us. It also can become incorporeal. Incorporeal? Yeah, it's incorporeally annoying. Let's not run backwards into lava. I've already made that mistake once. The lava-based fire elementals are a real pain to deal with. You really don't want to mess with them unless it's strictly necessary. No, Alice! Oh no, no, no! I've never defeated a lava elemental. I've played this a few times already. I've never defeated a single lava elemental. The really tough cook... What? Ah yes, that's frozen Whoa! What happened there? I'll say that's pretty cool, and I do mean that. I think they're invulnerable. Either that or a nightmare they're really tough. Oh, what happened to you, little buddy? What happened, lava elemental? Are you running out of steam? Being outside of lava hasn't really worked out for you, has it? Little fool. I almost fell into lava. And how exactly am I supposed to deal with this monstrosity? Look, you head into your little lava pool, and I'll leave you alone, okay? Can we have a deal like that? Look, I really mean you no harm. said Vestin, or rather said Alice, tossing knives at it repeatedly. Yeah, I'm sure it really believes my intentions to be perfectly pure and innocent and noble. Okay. Can I kill it with the freezing staff?
No, I don't think you can.
These monstrosities may very well be utterly indestructible. Though they seem to be significantly, severely harmed once they are out of the element, so to speak. Fine, I will assume it's unkillable and just move on. I have ran out of resources. I really should restart this. But I've done an admirable job commentating, so I somewhat don't feel like it. Takes a bit of effort to do this. Maybe not the most impressive bit of effort, but a bit of effort nonetheless. No! There we go. Yes! Into the lava you go, you little fiend. Come on, you know you want to go there. Just go there. I won't mind. Go back into your natural habitat. It's presumably just piss poor at pathfinding. If you move back, you can actually move out of its attack range, eh? Out of the Wraith's attack range, I mean. What are you doing? I know you're angry, little lava elemental, but you need to be able to productively channel that anger. Look, you need to integrate your shadow. I understand that you have these urges, but you need to do something positive with them instead of just raging by the lava pool. That's not helping anyone. Not you, not the world. Not Alice.
Don't be like the lava elemental people. Indestructible, angry, stuck on scenery.
By the way, up top, diamonds. I've missed completely. It's utterly failed to do anything positive. Further my cause. Oh, look. Throwing knives is not cool. Oh, come on. That's so simple to dodge. So simple. You really have to have the worst of reflexes to fail to dodge these sorts of things. And yet, I have managed. Look at them. I think the worst part is that they're so inconsistent. You'd expect this guy to stop, turn my way, and then keep shooting, right? But for some reason, that's not what he's doing. Why? Alright, let's pick up this tiny little bit of healing. Still golden cake. Whatever that is.
A health-flavored Jaffa cake?
There's a way over here. You can use it to replenish resources. It seems like a death trap. It seems to just beckon you into lava. Over there you go. Down into, not even the drink, into lava. But you can actually genuinely collect these. It's perfectly possible. I've done so before. Which doesn't speak too wonderfully of me, but whatever. I've made my quick save. Let me be on my way. Further down the path, what to my wandering eye should appear? Of course, it's these things. I hate them. But that's okay, I could cast the dice, right? Well, thankfully I regain the will to live. Has that happened? No! You know what? Okay. Party's over. I'm using my cards. The little girl's machine gun. See, the key thing is not to fall into lava. That's the main threat. After all, these guys mostly have knockback. On lower difficulty levels. Well, whichever way I want to put it. On lower difficulty levels, the damage is absolutely pitiful, but they are annoying because they have amazing knockback on those attacks. They push you around quite a bit. On higher difficulty levels, the damage is not insignificant. But they still have that knockback to worry about. So if you do not want to fall off the cliff, here or there, perhaps you shouldn't get too close to the Bajoons or whatever the hell they're called. I call them Wraiths, and I will continue to call them Wraiths. I appreciate the Lewis Carroll naming convention of assigning them absolutely incomprehensible names that refer to nothing in particular. And I am a great fan of such a practice. In principle, most of the time. However, for my own sake, for my own convenience, and presumably for your convenience, if anyone is genuinely watching it at some point in the future, well, presumably not the past, yes, presumably for your convenience as well. I could fall into a pit. I don't think that's the best of ideas. So let's march onwards. Hey, cave.
To destroy the palace filled with malice is the daring work of noble Alice.
That'll be me.
An endgame with the Red Queen is possible only after you crush her sentinel, the vile, fiercelicious, and vengeful Jabberwock. Without the staff that bears his name, destroying him is the hopeless work of a wasted life.
I have one piece of the ice staff. Where are the others?
Scattered throughout the world. When you have them all in hand, checkmate is possible. The Pale Royals may be of use.
Obscure allusions to chess are fine, but it troubles me that anonymous oracles know more of my business than I do.
The White Castle. Okay. Here's the thing. Threats have repopulated the map. Enemies have respawned. I need to be on my toes. Need to be cautious because they're all around, they're alive, they're pissed off, and they're dealing damage. Cards! Yes! Yes, another one bites the dust. No, screw you, you little satyr, you. Oh, look, another one dead. I thought I missed with that knife, but guess what? I did not. Dead. Yet again. Yet another one. Oh, I'm full on everything. Oh, hello. Whoa. Fine. Stop stabbing me. Okay, I get it, I get it. I can circle strafe them. Guys, seriously, you're embarrassing yourselves. I'm right here. You should be able to path towards me. Sick. That's another Satan. I feel like I should head back. Because there was stuff for me to find back there, but you, damn it! Stop that. And yet a path ahead of me is also open. What is that? Oh, by the way, is there anything of note in the cave itself? Presumably I can't really get there. Fair enough. Resources. Spell resources, should I ever need them? Oh, look! An ambush! I do need to head back because there's nothing here. There are some resources, yes, there are walls on which to get stuck. Nothing to fall off of while pedaling backwards. Well, not really pedaling, but still backpedaling, even though I am not pedaling in a strict, straightforward sense of the word. Okay, fine. I had a nice little monologue on how everything about this game was absolutely wonderful. And I guess I can name a second deficiency. The graphics were the first one that obviously came to mind. Yeah, the graphics aren't amazing. I've seen better graphics in my life. That's not the fault of the game. It did its absolute best. And it looks okay. Once again, every single corner is pretty damn jagged. So that's unimpressive. The sky is unimpressive. And at the same time, I can deal with this. These graphics are not bad. They're not stylized to be retro, and yet I wouldn't call them bad. They got an appropriate use of resources. Oh my, I could get on that subject quite extensively, couldn't I? The second thing is the AI. That one is a bit disappointing. That's actually what came to my mind. You'd expect a tad better AI. These things are not... are they that difficult to code? I don't know. It's plenty of characters moving at once, so... it may... Whoa! No falling off the cliff. And they operate properly, I guess. They are tethered to a particular area, they fall back if they have to. How do I force you to materialize, you shade? This is where I ought to fight, although I need to be careful. Whoa. Come on. Perhaps it's a vampire of some description. Should I even pursue it? There's very little point in doing. What the hell? I'm sorry, what? I mean, I get it. That's great. It's the drawbridge, so to speak. Wow. This enemy is either really tanky, or I'm missing the sweet spot. Reasonably tanky would be my guess. I could have spared it, there was no reason for me to actually pursue it all the way. Still, I have visited the Oracle. The lava elemental is still here, pondering existence, I guess. Breathing heavily. The chapel works is still inaccessible. I need the staff reassembled. I could head on over to the Majestic Maze at my own peril. Presumably I ought to head to the Pale Realm and deal with the White King, I would presume. Oh, hello there. I hate you. That's 2 knives. Okay, fine. I'm switching the cards. Switching the cards. Okay, down you go. Wow! That is well, fine. Getting those knife hits in really helps. Once again, on the higher difficulty level, enemies become quite spongy, but at the same time, it's not annoying. So that part of design is fine. They don't overstay their welcome drastically. Yes, they're more tanky than you'd want, but that means that you actually genuinely have to deal with their attacks instead of just gunning them down with impunity. As sometimes happens in video games, if you're playing on some regular difficulty level, you can kill enemies before actually figuring out how they work and what you're supposed to do. You can just brute force your way through them. And then on higher difficulty levels, once that starts to matter, you're suddenly left unprepared. And that happens in, yeah, I guess more titles than I feel comfortable naming. I don't know, it happens, I guess, in Diablo, possibly in fighting games if you're fighting against AI. Look at those hopping little... why am I blanking out on the term? I know what they are, I just... Pawns, of course. Mongo, only pawn in the game of life. Come on pawns. Yeah. Something en passant. Poor little buggers. I could use my resources and then replenish them. Yeah, but I feel like tossing the knife over and over. That feels like a good use of my... Oh my god, I could fall down the hole. I could just do that. Let's save before I do that. That sounds like an interesting plan. I mean, I could as... You clearly can go though. Presumably it's a better idea not to fall down the hole immediately. Oh, look at this. That's a truly messed up chessboard situation we are dealing with right here. It's everywhere. Yes, as with pretty much everything in this game, it's simply twisted. Of course it is. There we go, pawn. Die and give me your meta essence. What is that noise? What? What? Whoa! Oh my goodness, those are the spades! Look at them! Well, look at this one, this single one. That's what spades do. They blow you up. So now I know clubs, diamonds, and spades. And of course, I'm using my wonderful skills with a knife. Whoa, no! To dispatch this foe. Why don't you just die already? There we go. Nicely decapitated, the way I like him. I like my cards like I like my horsemen. Headless. Doesn't make a great deal of sense. It'd be correct in saying that, but then again, in this realm, not much does. Some things are more consistent.
Since you know the moves, best play with whites. They go first.
Such order in the midst of chaos makes me woozy and disoriented.
The regularity of the board disguises the predatory menace of certain pieces.
That was a very mysterious statement. But I understand that rules of chess apply here at least to an extent. Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at all of it. Gaze upon it and marvel. Wow! There's a pawn trapped there? What the hell? And there's something to pick up right there. It's almost... Can I find a spell weapon somewhere around here? Oh, that would be quite nice. If there was a spot, an inobvious spot you could go to that would bestow upon you a nice little weapon. I'll go exploring a bit. I'm too curious to pass up on the opportunity. If anything were to happen, I can always reload. Well, it's as much spelunking as I can do around here, I guess. Grab onto it, and up we go, Alice. Use that upper body strength that you have in spades. Oh, no, that's a terribly inconsiderate way of putting it, I guess. Spades after just encountering those devious monstrosities. Anyway, what's down here? Death. It's death. Well, now I know. Down there, where there seemed to have been a continuation to the map, yeah, it's death. Hello, the white pawn. You don't seem too menacing to me. Hey there. Say, don't you belong in a deck of cards? No! Well, I kinda deserve that one. Okay, dude, I mean... If you think this is the place for you, who am I to judge, right? This is just my mind. It's not like I have much of a say in this entire business now, do I? Oh my goodness, it's just the dimension door over there, that's all I have to worry about. The moment I get over there, I presumably enter the next level. Which is a rather dim view of everything here. After all, that's reducing the game to its physical implementation. Which I guess is a valid way of looking at it, since the game is a game. It has to follow certain rules. Unavoidably. But still, I prefer to put all things in Watsonian terms, rather than stooping to the Doylist level. But yes, presumably you can just... Oh look, a pawn! And it's stuck there! Presumably you can just go there and not have to worry about pretty much anything. Your health will presumably be restored. What? He despawned? But how? Why? I guess he just died. I presumably don't have to be so meticulous so as to kill every single pawn. There's no point in it, and yet I feel strangely obligated to do so. I feel compelled. Right, it's clearly OCD, right? Look, don't let all this stuff below fool you. There's nothing there. You fall there, you die. But yes, presumably, if you go further, you'll get to the next level. Whoa! I kind of overshot that one. That was scary. Look at those little pawns go. And the next level, of course... How many times have I already said this? I think I'm repeating myself horribly. Yes, the idea is... These enemies won't matter anymore. I will have my health and will replenished. And we'll have to deal with all new challenges. Alright, let's just slay them. I could then head on over to the right and see if there's anything of use there. Presumably not. Oh, come now, what's the point in fighting these pawns? By pretty much definition, they are insignificant, aren't they? I could just head for the portal. Hey, pawn, you wanna fall down the hall? Poor little things. Fine, fine. Anything of note? Doesn't seem that way. Fine, let's enter the portal. The Oracle has been consulted. The Jabberwock's eye staff must be assembled and the beast itself slain. Alice has ventured into the Pale Realm to seek aid, but what shall she find there? Find out in the next episode of my American McGee's Alice's playthrough. Thanks for watching, and you will see me elsewhere.